Hello, my name is Anthony Lundberg, and today I am going to be talking about how to wire a plug in a standard residential house. Any plug, doesn't really matter. How many of you have ever worked onto a plug or changed out an outlet inside your own house or a friend's house or so on and so forth? Probably not many of you, unless you're helping your father or a friend and you guys were doing a project to fix up your house. I don't see many people change out or do anything with electrical because it is scary and can harm you. It is if you do it wrong or you do something that you're not supposed to. Well, I have been working with an electrician for the past 8 months or so, and doing a plug is pretty simple. Now, of course, you will always want to shut your power off before you ever do anything and you're working on anything electrical. You always shut that off at your panel or your electrical panel and so forth. It is just a breaker, turn on and off, standard. Well, today I'm going to show you how to do that. First and foremost, there is definitely a correct way to wire a plug, and there's the wrong way to do it, because in most houses it's usually loose connections that cause a plug to either burn up, melt, or just disconnect and not turn off power to a couple other things, or just that plug, or in general will cut power overall. What I'm going to be using today is I got myself a plug. I got the 3 standard wires that you'll have in here, and on your plug you'll have a ground, which is bare copper, or sometimes it has green coating, a neutral, which is also copper but has white coating on it, and a power, which is black and that has black coating over it, but it's also copper because copper is your conductor. First and foremost, you want to get yourself some wire strippers, and you want to get yourself a screwdriver or a flathead. That's really all you need to change it, but in today's example I will be using wire strippers, handheld tools that are called dikes, or they're snips, however you want to call them. They just cut metal or bend it. A trusty flathead, and I'll be using a drill. Okay, so first you want to make sure that all your screws, they're out, that way you can make a hook. So first and foremost, you want to make sure that your wire that has the coating on it, you can strip it about 1/4 to 1/2 inch. Typically you want to do 1/2 inch so you can make your hook and it's better connection. So the wire I'm using today, which in most houses is anywhere from 14-2, which is what I have in my hand, or 12-2. The smaller the number, the bigger the number, so if it goes up to like 16-2, it's the smaller the wire, but the lower the number, the bigger the wire. So it's kind of like a shotgun. If you have a 10 gauge, the bullet is going to be massive, and if you have a 16 gauge, the bullet's going to be small. So we start off by stripping your wire, which this is 14-2, so you strip it about 1/2 inch. Take it off, strip your other one, strip your black. Now, you take your dikes and you make your hook. Take it and you bend it. You don't want to bend the hook with your dikes using the corner of it. You want to bend it towards itself, so it makes a nice hook. You do that to both, or all 3, your neutral, your ground, and your power. Now you take all of them and you put them on to the plug. Now a plug has a gold screw, has 2 gold screws, 2 silver screws, and a ground screw, which is green. Your neutral you want to put onto the silver screw. Put your neutral onto the silver screw. And then you screw it down. Get either your flathead, or in my case I'm using a drill. Screw down both, screw the excess so you can't touch any other metal or quartz so it doesn't explode. Do the same thing with your other one, with your power. Put it onto the gold screw this time. Get it on there nice and tight. Screw it down. Now, last but not least, you put your ground on there, which is the bare copper. You put that onto the green screw. Put that around it. And always make sure that the hook is going and screwing in with the screw and not the opposite. Otherwise, it won't screw down and it'll screw out of it. The wire will come off essentially. So after you've done screw everything down with your drill, you want to make sure it's hand tightened all the way so that way it doesn't come loose. And you want to get as many turns as you possibly can out of it so you know it's nice and tight. So now you have it all in there. So if you're working inside of an outlet box, you would have your ground, which is the bare copper, the power, which is black, and the neutral, which is the neutral, or the white. After that, take the two screws that are on the plug, and you screw right into the box, and there you go. That's how you wire a plug. Pretty simple, easy, pretty fast, and you're good. Now that you know how to wire a plug and screw it down, you can now change out and switch out your outlets and fix any problems that you have with an outlet. Be sure to always make sure the power's off and that you wire the correct one. Black to the gold screw, neutral to the silver, and ground to the bare. Alright, you guys have a good day. Thank you for listening.